Alright. How's it going, everyone? I'm Brad Diaz, and welcome to the What is Life podcast. Alright. Yeah, so something's new. Something's changed. If you hear a little pitter patter or whatever on the floor, Jesus, come here. Come here, Jesus. Here's my Chihuahua, one of my Jesus, right? Beautiful guy. Love him. If you hear him, ignore it. It's fine. Yeah, you're gonna hear a bunch more background noise because I don't have a studio. I'm in my kitchen. I don't have a studio, right? There's a beautiful white wall with the kitchen table with crumbs and stuff. But we're here. We're here. That's what matters. We're here. Anyway. Yeah, so I'm Brad Diaz. Welcome to the What is Life podcast. If you notice, there's video now. Yay! We're not on Spotify anymore. I'm not going to be on Spotify anymore. I'm not going to use Spreaker. I'm not going to use any of that. I am just going to be doing it on YouTube now. This is the podcast. This is the first episode on YouTube. If you want to check out the previous episodes, you can still go on Spotify, look up What is Life, right? Question mark. What is Life? Same title as this episode. And you'll find my previous episodes that I did on Spreaker and all that, right? But now, here we are. I got the whole lighting thing. It's not really that good. Not yet. It's not that good yet, but soon. Soon it's going to be better, right? Alright, anyway. Let's get to what I'm talking about today. So today we're going to be talking about something that, I'm not going to lie to you. I was influenced to do this because of one of my favorite authors, alright? Mark Manson. This guy wrote a book called The Subtle Art of Not Giving an F Word, right? The Subtle Art of Not Giving an F Word, and everything is F Word, right? Everything is messed up, right? This guy is brilliant, okay? His books are amazing, alright? You should definitely go read them. They are amazing. I love them. They're fantastic, right? So I was watching a video of his one time, I think it was like yesterday or the day before, and he was talking about something in one of his books. It was called the Do Something Principle. Now, let me tell you something, alright? This episode is going to be on pretty much what I've talked about before, about motivation, I think, and doing things, right? And how you can get started on doing things, okay? The value of doing things. I don't know what just happened there, but we're going as we're going, you know what I'm saying? We're just doing what we're doing, okay? So pretty much, and I'm just going to lay it out, what the Do Something Principle is. The Do Something Principle is, from Mark Manson, is to simply just do something. If you're trying to do something big, like let's say you're writing a paper, you're writing an essay, what you can do is just write a paragraph. Write a sentence. Do something. It doesn't matter how big or small it is, do something. And eventually, instead of looking for motivation, that motivation is going to come to you. Because you've done something small. Now you want to continue doing something. You want to continue doing small things. It's baby steps, as he says, right? It's pretty much baby steps. Now, I've talked about, the power of doing in the past, and it's very, 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 very important to start doing things. And this is one of the reasons why, okay? His Do Something Principle. I can tell you so many ways that the Do Something Principle has applied to my own life, and it has, it's been there. It's allowed me to become who I am. It's allowed me to have all the skills that I have. It's allowed me to learn. It's allowed me to grow what I do, and pretty much just sit here, right, with the lighting and all this because I know how to do it, right, with the camera, have this whole setup. It's doing little things that motivates you to doing bigger things. Is essentially what that is, the Do Something Principle. Now, I'll give you an example, right? I recently started playing piano, okay, maybe like a month ago. I also have a cat. He's right over there. Well, it's not he, it's a she, but her name is Pablo. Don't ask, alright, don't ask. Anyway, I can tell you about, my piano. I don't know why, but I always find myself, telling people like, "Oh, I learned piano. Oh, I'm learning how to play piano." Like I always say it now because I love piano. I love playing it. When I started out playing piano, I had no idea how to play it. Okay, no idea. I had no idea. I had no clue. I had no way to read the music. Right? I had no idea how to read sheet music. I've never played an instrument except for guitar. I tried playing guitar, but it's different. It's different from piano. Okay, so nowhere to start. Right? So I just started with something. I started just pressing keys. When I started playing piano, I just started pressing keys. Seeing like what kind of melody, what kind of melody could I make on the piano, right? That sounds kind of interesting and kind of whatever. And eventually, maybe like an hour later, I was doing scales. I was doing the G major scale, or not G major, C major scale, right? Like very slowly, like da, 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 da. The C major scale with my right hand. Okay. All right, this is the C major scale for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about. So I went from not even knowing how to play piano to learning one scale in like 30 minutes or an hour, right? And then maybe in a week, I learned how to read sheet music. I learned how to read. The dumb acronyms that, sometimes I still use, but nowadays, I just know the letters. I just know the notes. I just know which note is on the sheet music and which note corresponds to the piano, right? And it's all because I started. It's all because I didn't need that motivation. It's all because I started and I did something that was unknown to me. That I did something that was interesting to me. The main thing that you should take away from what I just said is that you don't need motivation to do something. You don't need motivation to do something. It's not, you don't have to look for motivation. People say, or maybe I've said this before, I procrastinate because I don't have the motivation to do something. I procrastinate because I'm not motivated enough to write this essay. I'm not motivated enough to do these problems. I'm not motivated enough to do this homework, this classwork, school. I'm not motivated enough to do this. So I'm not, going to put my best effort in. Well, thing is, you don't need motivation. Motivation is just an excuse. Motivation is what drives you to keep doing what you're doing. That's what motivation is there for. What gets you into the door is actually doing things. Right? That's what gets you into the door, And honestly, when you start doing things and you start learning things that are not, familiar to you, when you start getting out of your comfort zone, right? When you start doing things like piano, like you've never played an instrument, try piano. If you've never played guitar, play guitar. I'll give you another example from my life. I have never done anything associated with the local government, right? Like in Essex County, right? But I found a program. That, it's pretty much an internship during the summer about, everything that you can do. Or every, like, pretty much all the careers in, the government, in enforcement, law enforcement, the law, right? Courts, whatever, right? I have no idea about any of that. I know nothing about any of that. But you know what I did? I applied for that program. I applied for that program, and I'm gonna see what they say, right? But I applied for that program with no knowledge of anything that they could be talking about, like the local government, the prosecution, whatever, prosecuting people, the law, courts. I know nothing about any of that. Okay? Only the TV shows. Only whatever, like CSI or something like that. But that's like nothing. That's nothing. Okay? That's nothing compared to how it is in real life. Right? It's taking those steps, taking those risks, and investing your time into something that is unfamiliar to you, that you're going to see the most beneficial things from, right? You're going to see the benefits come out of that. Because maybe, who knows? Who knows? If I do this program, if they accept me, and I say, yeah, let me do this, because this is new to me. This is nothing I've ever tried before. This is nothing I don't really know anything about, right? If I join this program, and I do it, there's this small chance, or not even small, it could be big. There's a chance that my entire envisioned plan, whatever, right? Whatever I have envisioned for going to college, doing engineering, things like that, there's a chance that could all change. Because I exposed myself to new things. Because I exposed myself to something that I did not know and something I did not understand. And I never did in my life before. Right? That is how important, these things can be. Right? I'll give you another example. Dude, look, I am pretty sure you could find 20 examples in your own life where you started something, where you did something that was very unfamiliar to you, and then you pretty much grew from that. Your mindset changed. The way you think changed. What you dreamed of changed. How you approach certain situations changed. Because you did something new. Because you did something unknown to you. And that changes you. That changes you. That changes what you think. That changes how you feel. That changes how you look at everything around you. When you do things that are unfamiliar to you. Right? When you learn new skills that you don't understand. That you don't know how to do. That you watch people do. You watch people do these things and you're like, wow, how do they do that? Right? But when you watch those people, that takes years of skill. And you know how they started? They started the same way that I've been just describing to you. They didn't need the motivation to do it. They just started. They did something. Anything to start. And then the motivation came. There's like a fruit fly. Whatever, right? But that's what I'm saying, right? That's all I'm saying. It just takes that first initial step to grow into something bigger. For something to grow into something bigger, right? For some things to develop. For your skill set to develop. For your mind to develop. For your whole, life to change. I don't know, man. I don't know. This is kind of freaky. Like speaking into a camera. Because I don't do that. I don't do that a lot. But, when you do something, it changes the way you think. When you do something new to you, it changes the way you think. Please, if you have the time today, the free time, whenever you're watching this, put down your phone, put down Instagram, put down YouTube, turn off the computer, whatever, turn off the game, whatever. Find something new that you've never done in your life before. And you've always thought, like, who cares about this? I'm not going to do this ever. Right? Try it. You'll be amazed. You will be amazed at, how differently you'll begin to perceive it. Right? How differently you'll begin to think. Because you started something new. Because you did something that was unfamiliar to you. Right? Anyway, that's been me. I'm Brad Diaz. This is the What Is Life podcast. If you like the episode, share it with your friends, and leave a comment, right? Leave a comment, and share, something similar, right? Something that you've done in your life that, you've never done before, right? At some point, and how it changed you, right? If you want to leave a comment, go ahead, leave a comment like that. I would be I read the comments. I do read the comments. I like reading the comments sometimes, and yeah, just share it with whoever. If you like the video, like it. If you dislike it, dislike it. It's fine. And yeah, that's it. That's me. I'm Brad Diaz. This is the What Is Life podcast. See you next time.